okay? Let me
It starts with you laughing.
Hi.
Hi, Ryan.
I'm not surprised he's like the first one.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hellos.
Hi. How are you guys?
Yeah, how have you been? Riley's kind of been sick, but like not COVID sick.
No.
It's weird that we now have to identify our types of sick.
Well, no, we always did. Just now it's like, a second you go, are you sick and you have a cough, you're like, COVID.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, that? That's a
Hot Topic.
Hot Topic tapestry.
Yeah, tapestry.
Tapestry.
It's under his tapestry, because it's technically like a woven.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley got it from Mark.
Yeah, and as you can see, we have like a whole space
Yeah,
theme.
it started a whole thing down here.
Yeah, I did not mean that. But
yeah.
we even got like a hanging ship. Why?
It was in his room.
And then he decided to let all the dogs down.
He's had enough of them.
Alright.
Yeah, but they built Mark built R2-D2.
Which is off to the side where you can't see.
Out of Legos. And then he built that ship out of Legos. I don't know the names. I don't watch Star Wars. I've actually never made it past the words in the movie.
Coda.
And that's like within the first 5 minutes.
I love you, but stop.
Hi, I've missed you too. Hi.
Stop.
Hi.
Stop.
Hey, Doze.
Don't want you to lick me.
It's a chickapee. Hi. You gonna get up here? Yeah.
I like Star Wars. Ow.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Really. I know the concept. I know most of the names of people. Oh, I just realized you only got half up. Come on. Okay, bye. Losing.
Be careful the apple juice.
I know. Well, it's kind of drying. I spilled a little on my hand.
I know. Yeah, I could have just scratched the crap out of my hand.
Yeah, but he's a good boy.
He is.
He's like 75 pounds. How can you not love him? I hope you have a great day too. That's very nice of you.
We don't know when season 3 would be. So weird saying season 3.
Yeah.
Ah!
They're not Labradors. They're Golden Retrievers and then Border Collie mixes. The two smallest ones, Una and Chi-Chi, are a mix of Golden and Border Collie, but mostly Golden, because Coda and Sahara are Golden Retriever and Border Collie. At least we believe them to be Border Collie. They show the most distinctive features of a Border Collie in all different ranges.
By the way, I don't know where I got this hoodie. I got it from my boyfriend. I don't know where he got it from. There's someplace I haven't been. What is it, Marshalls?
No, it literally says Kellogg's.
Well, I think we got it from Marshalls. But
I was like, you probably cut the other one out.
Most probably. Yeah, we have a very much space theme. Yeah. We got a lot of...
They're Lakota. In their language, Coda means friend or close friend.
He's just a buddy!
Which I think is why, I think that's that, I kind of remember in Brother Bear that the name symbol something, and that's kind of what he's named after.
Yeah, I wanted to name Sahara the girl dog in that. No, not the girl dog. The girl bear. There's a girl bear or something. Or like.
But Mark decided she was Sahara because of the desert.
Yeah.
But Coda I named because I like Kodak, like the camera, and then Coda from Brother Bear. So he's Kodak Black Bear.
Yeah.
Because someone ruined the Kodak Black name for me.
Are you into Harry Potter? I am. Shauna's not that much.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of Harry Potter. Like, I don't mind it. I like it better than Star Wars. I will admit that. I will watch a Harry Potter movie over a Star Wars movie. But, like, I can't sit there and watch the whole movie in one go. They're very long, the movies, in my opinion. Like,
yeah.
They feel...
She doesn't like any, like, series of movies. No. Like Star Wars or Star Trek.
No, but, like, the movies are also, like, 4 hours. That's a lot of time to commit.
Okay. We got from Marshalls. He says Marshalls. Oatmeal guy's here? Oh, yeah, he said he was...
Yeah, he's probably off. He's probably gonna pop in for, like, the first 5 minutes.
The game is glitchy, though.
What?
Legacy so far.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, Ryan got on a level, and there were blocks that weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't know if I was going to get it or not, because I figured it was going to be glitchy like Dreamlight is, but at least, like, Dreamlight's with updating constantly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Legacy's going to do that. So I'd rather let it sit there for a bit.
Shauna would be a Slytherin.
You know, I'm more excited for Kirby.
So weird.
I love Kirby, and the fact that the Game Boy game I have is coming out on Switch is exciting me.
Yeah, you gotta be more specific of I'm excited for Kirby.
Okay, if you don't know what Kirby is, that's sad. You should. Go hit it.
I'm like looking, I'm like, you had this weird up
I told you to fix it.
I just kind of left it. No get. It was so no. Okay, so are you talking about Legacy still, Ryan? Someone said flex your muscles.
I'm okay. There's a video.
You guys ever go to Cheesecake Factory?
Yes.
Want to tell them?
They follow me. I'm super happy. I'm super, like, grateful. I love Cheesecake Factory. I love cheesecake. And the fact that they follow me is super cool. And the fact that they popped into the last, like, live we did was super cool. Okay.
How is Kirby sexy? I want to talk.
He's cute and adorable. He's like the first Squishmallow in my opinion. Like, I feel like he would have been a Squishmallow.
Yeah.
But I don't think
I would call him sexy. I don't really have a favorite cheesecake because I'm lactose intolerant and I don't really like cheese. But I do like eating chocolate ones or like the raspberry ones.
There was like a tres leche one I tried one time that was really good. I'm a big tres leche fan.
Kirby was a cartoon.
The Oreo one is good too. What?
I feel like I should have known that Kirby was a cartoon.
I feel like I should have known that too, but
How many animals do y'all have? We have 5 dogs and 1 leopard gecko. That is Nova, Coda, Sahara, Una, Chica, and then the leopard gecko, Dino.
Yeah.
Michael.
Bunny.
We used to have bunnies.
Yeah. Even your boyfriend says Kirby was a cartoon.
Well, because he probably looked it up. Shut up. He didn't.
Same with Mario Bros. Did you know that? She's questioning everything now. She's going to challenge you later.
I don't believe. No. I have some issues with the Mario Bros. one.
Can we see the gecko? Unfortunately, no. We have 5 dogs.
She's upstairs, and right now she is mid-shed, so yeah. I am not touching her.
There's no chance of agitate. Like, we don't want to agitate her.
You don't touch any lizard when they are shedding.
And you barely touch her sometimes. But she's very picky.
Yeah, she's what we call a hot female, which means that I was basically too young to have her, and now her temperament is a little off, and that is my fault, but that's fine.
Yeah, but she's nice to me.
Yeah, she likes Shauna. See, that's the thing. She's still able to be handled, and she's still very...
Yeah. You just have to be cautious, and you have to, like, introduce your hand to her. Because otherwise she thinks you're a predator, in a sense. Which
is what you should do with the leopard gecko, in general.
Yeah.
But she just doesn't... Sometimes, mid-handling, she'll just get annoyed and want to be put back, and that is fine.
Yeah.
You just need to know your animal's limits.
It makes sense because Nova's like the same way.
Yeah.
Sometimes she just needs to like go off by herself and be alone. But then she's like super sweet to strangers.
First. I should ask first.
Do you know if Mario Brothers was a cartoon first?
No. wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. It was created. What?
Pluto.
Oh, he's turned around. Why does that keep happening, Riley?
I don't know.
You're the one that spends the most time down here.
He just kind of spins.
Yeah, close that up a little bit more. There we go.
No, it wasn't. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of no's. You think looking it
I am
up,
not
I would have
from
a
the
more...
United Kingdom. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You never gave them to me.
Yeah, it was a video game, then a cartoon, then a movie. Mario was not a game first, Ryan. I mean, no. Dang it! You said it was a cartoon, and then you made me mad because you said it now it's a game. And then, yes, it was a game first. I was right.
Yes.
Okay. Not confused anymore. Game, then comic, then... It's not in.
What are you doing here?
This is Mark's newest
You're more
creation.
likely to be able to fit on that side.
Well,
I don't know why you...
Because it's right-handed.
Oh,
And I gotta change
that
hands.
light's warm for some reason.
Yeah, sometimes they're different because Mom doesn't put them both on. She only uses one.
My hair matches my hoodie. I know. Okay, so Ryan first got this hoodie, and then his mom said it matched my hair, and I was like, I'm gonna steal it now. And so then they just bought me one.
He's actually really stiff.
Yeah. Well, he's muscle.
Yeah, that's all steel there, baby.
I'm sorry if you're afraid of puppets, because that's an actual thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a puppet, I'm sly.
What do you laugh at?
Because his head's huge.
Oh. Are you gonna see the movie Creed 3?
No,
Really?
I'm not in it. I'm not gonna watch it. Sorry.
What about you, Mark?
I'm gonna watch it. Traitor.
Hi.
Oh, just done it on you.
Have you ever fell in love with a mythical character, like a fictional character?
I've had a crush.
A mythical, I feel like, makes me feel like unicorn.
I feel like I've had a crush, not like anything past like.
No,
I can't fully like or fall in love unless I physically.
I feel like I've been devoted.
Thank you.
Before.
Ow. Well, they won't get out of my way.
Dad just ran into the treadmill.
Ugh.
So it looked like he got beat up in Creed, though. I don't know what that means.
Nobody beats me up, I'll tell you that right now.
Why is Riley Puppet Girl and not Shauna?
That's a fun story. Why don't you tell it?
What?
How you weren't originally Puppet Girl. How it all started. And why it skipped me.
The puppets are kind of like a family thing. All of our... What is my natural hair? Dark brown. Like my eyebrows. Like dark brown. But... Sorry. I got distracted. The puppet company was like a family thing where every sister would do it. Mm-hmm. You know, it was our older sister, then Tara, and then it went to be Shauna, but she was not tall enough for the stage.
Also,
with the puppets.
Proportion of puppet to me.
Yeah. It just, we have some really...
You just saw it. Like,
we have some big ones, though, like the chef.
The chef is like two people.
You put your hand in him, and he's a big puppet, and then his arm is your hand in a glove.
And then someone else controls, like, the meatballs.
Yeah, which we actually took out. Kids were scared of them.
Why?
I don't know, honestly.
Weren't talking meatballs on...
Yeah, but think it's because all of them moved, but then their eyes didn't, so we just have them stip and tip.
I also think, I'm not gonna lie, I think some kids, as time goes on, we've gotten a little more sensitive.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing
that
wrong.
And I feel like the screw kept getting stuck, I think.
Yeah, I think that was there was
the main issue.
Mechanical issue, and then he had to plaster it.
The head slide was the size of Riley's head.
Yeah. So they're giant puppets.
Yeah.
And then they have to be held up there for hours.
And
if I do the same thing as Riley, I'm gonna look jacked.
Okay, look, if we're sitting right now, this is where the puppets would be. Shauna can't do it. So it's just kind of a sad moment. Which is fine.
I've helped organize.
Yeah. I don't really think Shauna was upset.
No.
Sorry, Dad.
I was more upset that I wasn't gonna get any payment.
Yeah, you do get paid. You get paid to help on those. I like that.
That was the richest Riley's been.
I know, and every single time we would go to Dirty Burger. Now there's no Dirty Burger on the island anymore. It's very sad.
See, there was a guy that Mark used to work with that tried to turn me into a puppet, kind of, in a sense. He said, all you have to do is draw lines on her, and all she has to do is open her mouth on cue.
Good boy, buddy. He squeezed right in between.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he didn't knock it down.
Good on Coda.
We have lights up.
Yeah. My mom has a photography set for the stuff she sells.
We look oddly professional, and so anytime anybody comes down here, we're all because they do fall quite easily.
But my mom has a photography set for the stuff she sells, and we're using the lights.
Nobody calls me Bird but my family. Riley Bird is my family nickname because I sing, and I used to sing even in my sleep. We all have a nickname.
It's weird when people call us the nickname.
Yeah, and then we're like, ah!
Unless you're our parents, you can't really... And, even, our sisters, it's kind of sometimes weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you yours.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you yours either. I have my nickname for you. I have a couple nicknames for you.
The Child.
The Child is the main one.
The Child's mostly one, which confused our parents. She would be like, where's the child? And they'd be like, who? And I'd be like, me! Hello.
Well, it confused the crew we worked with.
They'd be like, who is the child? I'm like, hello.
They picked up on it by season 2. Everyone was like, I was like, where's the child? And they're like,
we shall call you Fruit Loops. I am the fruitiest of loops.
She's up there in the cray-cray.
My nickname is Hungry. That's great. That's great. That should have been Sarah's.
I guess that's a controversial thing, is saying I can be a ventriloquist dummy. It can be messed up if you say it. I think it depends on your tone. And I think that's where a lot of those controversial topics happen. It's about your tone and the way you're willing to accept, the conversation. I didn't take it that way. I've had people kind of do that my entire life. But yeah, if you said that to someone that was offended by that, that could be a really bad turn of events.
You guys should win an Emmy for your show.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't think you get Emmys.
I think Kris Jenner was up for something, but I think it takes years.
What? I thought Emmys were the music awards and Grammys was. No, is it the other way?
Musical thing, right?
I'm okay.
Know this.
I don't care about any of those. I don't.
I just look at what people wear.
Look, I'll look after the thing's done.
Yeah.
But I'm not watching that.
No.
What, is it like a 10-hour
It's like 4 hours.
It feels like 10.
It's like a Star Wars movie. That's how a Star Wars movie feels to me. But I will say, I can't watch the Grammys or anything like that anymore. I watch, what people wear the next day.
But also, I feel like a lot of it's weird. I feel like our show's kind of controversial.
It is.
Emmys are TV, Oscars are movies, Grammys are music.
Oscars. I totally forgot about the Oscars.
I literally just...
I knew it was gonna happen. It was Coda, but he tried.
Yeah.
He tried. But our show's kind of controversial.
Yeah,
Either
I'm
you like it. Yeah, either you like us or you don't. No, our whole family.
Yeah, I mean,
look, people are pissed that I'm in it and that I constantly bring up the LGBT community.
Yeah, she's controversial. Tara and Jesse can be controversial if you really look at it.
Oh, everybody hates
Mark and my mother
that.
can be controversial because they're two divorcees that got remarried and had a baby.
I don't even know we told that.
Well,
I mean, it's kind of explained.
It's obvious.
But nobody thinks of it, but no.
But, like, we're all controversial, and then I'm controversial. I was born in a controversy.
Yeah, and then she dates on the show, which everyone's like, you should not date, or you should only date your side.
Yeah, and I've been told that weird people like me should stay with weird people like me, and that's not okay to say. That's discrimination and segregation, and if you want to continue that, that will continue hate in the world, and that is not okay.
Anyway, I feel like it would be definitely weird to see the voting on that. I would love to see people's reactions. Because I feel like we're either really liked or really hated. There's not really an in-between I've found. Where people are like, ah!
Unless people know us.
Yeah.
If they know us, then they're like, okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're not great, you're not bad, but you're fine.
It's really weird because I'm like, I don't think we do anything bad on the show. It's just us existing. We're doing great. I'm not gonna sing. I'm very nervous.
Really?
I'm a very shy person.
Yeah.
I sang in public once and I was visibly shaking. I mean,
I have
visibly.
it on video.
Like,
Riley has, like, the only video now.
Yeah, I was holding a piece of paper, and I was literally... And you could hear me shaking. It just...
Here's the thing. That was at the brewery, right? And I was mic'd. And I'm pretty sure I was singing with you.
You were! I know you were. Because at one point you were like, listen to me. And I'm like, okay. It was so... I would have loved that part to kind of make the puppet sing. Actually, for the first puppet show, one of the songs that the female sings is sung by me. Polly is voiced by her and sung by me.
Yeah, because she was like 8 at the time. And
No, I redid it that season.
Oh, shit.
I was in the basement crying because I kept messing up my timing.
Oh. Why can't you just edit that?
I had to sing it at singing lessons.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But at the end, I kind of wish they would have put that, because I know that they couldn't put the song in because it was a copyright song, nor would I have wanted that. I was so bad. I was so bad. Like, I'm not a horrible singer. I'm not a great singer, but I'm not that bad. I'm not. And at the end, I just kind of shake off the stage, and Shauna just comes sprinting at me and jumps at me. She's like, you did amazing! And it was so cute. Not like cute, but like nice, because Tara didn't hug me.
Well, also, I was like, I don't want her to think everyone's staring at you.
Oh, well, also, you knew I was gonna
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad. I was gonna freaking bolt. I was gonna run. I was gonna run straight to the bathroom. Because I was also having a wardrobe malfunction during that. Because my old shorts, the button popped off right before I was supposed to go on. And I'm like, no. And one of our crewmates was like, do you want me to zip tie it shut? I'm like, no, I don't want you to zip tie my pants shut.
Yeah, but I was at the brewery doing charity serving, and they announced that Riley was going to sing, so I had to book it.
And also, all you see is Tommy booking it to Shauna because he knew that Shauna said, if Riley sings, come and get me.
Yeah,
Do not let her on that stage without me being there. And so you just see Tommy shoot off, and I'm like hesitantly going toward the stage because I'm like, Shauna's not here though. She's not here.
Yeah, because he gave me no warning like I asked him to.
And so he just books it, and Shauna meets him halfway, and she's like, I'm already there. He's like, okay.
So all you see is two really small ass people.
My guitar's down there.
Nope.
I can break it out and we can
nope.
put the song together.
I'm okay.
I hate that song now.
Tell them if you guys get 500 people watching, we'll do it.
No. I don't want to.
I would say more like 1,000 on Instagram.
1,000 people and Riley sings the song with me.
Fine, yeah, 1,000 people.
by 6 because we're ending it at 6.
Yeah, 1,000 people by 6, and then I'll sing the duet with my dad again.
You're challenging the internet.
I don't want to now that I think about it. But I really don't think enough people want to hear that.
No, I really don't think so either.
So I think I'm good. Anyway, like, I was, like, seriously shaking. And then the microphone was up high, so I had to go on my tiptoes to even reach it. So I'm shaking, and then I'm on my tiptoes, so I'm like... It was so bad. But Tommy was so sweet.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was so sweet.
I didn't expect to see him running back when I was on my way.
No, he was like... He booked it.
Yeah, no, he was very caring about it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Tommy is just friends with us. It wasn't like Shauna friend zoned it. They both decided it.
Yeah.
He was like, I want to talk more.
We went out once, and then we stopped kind of like hanging out, and we like texted a bit here and there.
And then he went to Pittsburgh.
And then the brewery.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we met each other's parents at the brunch thing, we had already decided that we were going in this as friends because we didn't want it to be weird.
Is it bad? I want to ask which one. Because that to me says more.
Yeah, which one?
Someone said, I literally almost asked this girl for her number out at Disney. This is why. Which one?
This one.
Which one of us?
I
want to know because this tells me more, and I want to know if you knew the show before or not. Because if it's you, that changes everything. Because I'm trying, everything that I know that you were doing in Disney was very loud and kind of very much Shauna. So if you know, like at one point, we were lost, and all you see is Shauna dragging me through the crowd, go, move, I have an anxious sister and she's panicking. Everyone split. Move, evacuate.
Nicer than that.
No, you literally went, evacuate. Make way, she's scared of crowds. You're crowding her. Give her some space. That was Shauna making like a circle around me. So I'm like, which one was it? Because if it's her, I want to know if it was that moment. Because if so, yes. Because I also would have gone, her. She will do anything for the people she cares about. Evacuate! You at one point went, she will vomit on you.
Oh, I do remember that.
And I went, I won't do it on purpose, I promise. And she's like, she'll do it on purpose. I'm like, no, I won't.
I needed people to move. She was panicking, and I was on the verge of a panic attack.
It was like, no, okay, we were with Tara, Jessie, and my dad and my mom, and we look, Tara and Jessie are gone. They're just gone. And we're like, okay, they're probably going to get food. See if we can see his answer, by the way. Where?
I think the big paragraph.
I didn't know the show whatsoever. I found the Discord thing. You didn't respond of who? Which one? The one, because I had colorful hair. Yeah. Just say the colorful hair one or the short one.
I was looking at the answer.
It's you. It's you. I know it's you. And I want it to be that moment, okay?
You just have to tell her what moment you wanted to ask whoever out. I don't need to know her.
You can tell she wasn't young. People are going, yep, so it's you. He's avoiding saying it so much.
Appreciate it.
I want it to be that moment that you were like, her, yes. Or there was another moment where I was also panicking, and this was for feminine reasons. So now you have Shauna also yelling, does anybody have a tampon? Not a pad. Put that back in your bag. She doesn't want that. A tampon. No? I will harass a worker.
And then I came down in the bathroom stall with her.
Like, she literally went up to a worker and she's like, hey, Disney, you got a tampon? And they were like, I'm so sorry, man.
He said it the short one, but I'm not sure. It's really sad that you have to put that behind that.
Yeah, no, trust me, this is the okay.
Safe zone.
What is April 23rd? Tell people about April 23rd.
Oh, no, April 23rd is, the Belmore thing.
Oh, we will. Hold on, let me get through my tampon story. We'll get to that. Anyway.
In a moment.
She went, Disney, you got some tampons? And the worker was like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I had to go to the back. And you went, too much work. You got it. They just left the worker. And the worker was like,
so my sister went with the worker. I got the tampons while I scratched.
It was so, Shauna sat and she's like, I will sit here until somebody gives me a tampon. And I'm like, I just want to go get my lightsabers. That's all I want.
It doesn't matter what kind of flow it's for.
No, and here's the funniest thing is someone was pulling out a pad. You went, not a pad. She doesn't want that. Put that on back. And they went, okay.
Well, it's not my fault.
It was the funniest thing. So her out on vacation is not Shauna. It is, I am protecting everybody now.
Well, it's because it's stressful. There's a bunch of strangers around.
Was it a mini tampon? No, I was expecting some Disney branding.
No, they actually brought her like one of each side.
Yeah, they were like, what type? Cardboard, plastic, this. I'm like, I just need a tampon.
Like, unfortunately, we don't have biodegradable.
You'll definitely traumatize that week. We traumatized everybody.
But you know what? The two female workers that got us the tampon were very nice. They were like, no, it happens all the time. Because the machine was out.
Did I get a lightsaber? I did get the lightsaber.
Okay.
I puked, but I got a lightsaber.
So, moving on. April 23rd, we are going to be at the brokerage in Belmore, and we're going to be doing kind of like a meet and greet speaking engagement situation. So I think it's going to start with me speaking kind of about like my life and my history and like, you know, for my own mouth versus television.
In front, you'll see us.
You'll see how tiny I am.
And really, you'll be like, wow, she's that short. And then we'll hear you and be like, yes.
Yes.
She's that short.
I'm going to start it that way and be like, yes.
No, they ran out of the purple lightsabers. I wanted purple. Yeah. Sorry. I was so sad. They were like, we don't have it at any of the stops. I'm sorry. And we're like, so I got Leia's.
Yeah.
But anyway,
so
sorry.
It's going to be, I think, an hour to 2 hours. I'm not sure how long. But I'm going to speak for the beginning of it, and then Riley and Mark are going to do a puppet show for the younger crowd, because it's kid-friendly. And then the whole family, I don't know if Tara's coming. I think she is going to fly in.
Yeah, I don't think Jessie is.
We're going to take questions. No, Jessie's working.
Yeah.
So we're going to take questions and comments and anything like that, and it'll be super fun. Then we're gonna do a meet and greet situation afterwards,
so you guys can see us. And I'm pretty sure we will also be selling our merch there.
Yeah, and merchandise will be sold there. So we'll have a couple T-shirts. Yeah. We'll have them on different colors than probably the website. And
I don't think hoodies. We might have the hoodies.
We could have hoodies.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I'll let you know as we
They'll
get
be getting
sooner.
hotter, so I feel like we'll have more T-shirts.
I'll update everyone. We might have tank tops then instead.
Yeah.
Like, just tank tops. But I'll update everyone on what kind of merchandise we'll have, the colors, the sizing, and what prints.
Someone said, can we get them a date with an actress? No. Could you get us a date with that actress? We don't know them.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Just because I'm on television doesn't mean I know everyone else who's on television.
I'll buy you the merch now. What is the link? It is represent.com/Shauna Rae. Not I am Shauna Rae, just Shauna Rae. That's SHAUNARAE. A lot of people think it's a Y. It's an E.
If you also go to my Instagram bio and hit the link tree, the link is there if that is easier. But there are a couple options. There's not as many as we probably will be providing at the event.
Yeah.
Just because it is more.
And we want to add more to the merch. Like, I know a lot of people are requesting LGBT merch.
Yeah.
We do not have that. I know. I'm just as sad as you are.
But we will probably have an LGBT merch at the event.
See, Ryan has got it. Ryan is one of our guys, so he...
Ryan, our moderator, Ryan Tate.
Links are also definitely in the Discord, someone said they want to join the live to ask us a question. You can ask us a question right here, dude.
Yeah.
We don't let many people join the live unless we actually know them in person.
Yeah. We've thought about doing discussion things.
Is Rae your last name or middle name? Technically, both.
So, technically, I was born Shauna Rae as my first and middle name and then with my last name. But I legally changed my name to Shauna Rae because I no longer want to be affiliated with my last name. I never felt like that was my name. I was always kind of called Shauna or Shauna Rae. So, it just kind of fit. And honestly, it rolls off the tongue a lot better than my last name did. And I'm not going to say it because it's in the past.
Yeah.
And I don't have to say it anymore because I legally changed it.
It's like one of dead names.
The only thing I have to do is write it on a pass to say, did you have a previous name?
Their question was, have you ever gone trick-or-treating in the age that you are now? I don't think 23. 21? Maybe 20 you did with me.
What was the question?
Have you ever gone trick-or-treating?
Trick-or-treat.
Trick-or-treating.
Oh. I was like, what is
Trick-or-treating? Trick-or-treating.
So I went trick-or-treating when I was 19 because all of her friends and our friends went.
It was some of them were from Brazil and they don't have trick-or-treating there.
They never had Halloween, so we did Halloween for them and it was fun. And that's, I think, the last time I went. But we've handed out candy every year since. Honestly, I love Halloween, so I'd rather go out and have fun or spend it with, like, my friends than go trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Like, this year I went to an all-girls event called Sorry Poppy with my two best friends, and Riley didn't go because she hung out with her boyfriend, and she decided to go with him, even though we were in matching costumes.
Yeah, she was,
I was Starfire.
And I was Raven. And actually, we were pretty good Starfires and Ravens.
Yeah.
So us together would have been fun, but
at Sorry Poppy, I found a Raven and I danced with her.
yeah. Someone asked what my favorite Who Buddies puppet is, but I'm gonna say something first. It was better when we went trick-or-treating in Pittsburgh because we got, like, Huggies and, like, full bags of chips.
There's a certain area called Brookmead that we used to go.
Oh, we're giving out, like, spots? Oh, if you're in PA, that's where to go. They give out King candy bars.
If you're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Not PA. But if you're in Pittsburgh, PA, Brookmead is where to go. They are super nice, they're super happy, and they're all just there having a good time, and they're honestly some of the nicest people. Unless it's changed. It has been like 8-10 years.
Darn you, Riley. Why darn me? What did I do? I do collect Funko Pops. I'm okay. My favorite Who Buddies puppy, is Blue. I love Blue. He's my guy. He's a guy that is my puppet, and he's just my puppet.
I like the Witch Doctor.
Oh, I love the Witch Doctor. Besides Blue, my OG favorite would be Grog.
I love Grog.
Grog is great. His eyebrows move. It's great. Or if we're bringing back an older one, which isn't technically a Who Buddies, but he is, I believe, on one of the older cards and maybe still on the card now, is Turtle. Turtle.
He needs to be redone, though.
Yeah, he's
not a Who Buddies because he needs to be redone.
Yeah, he's an old puppet.
And I love Turtle.
We love Turtle. Pittsburgh's. And here's the thing. You would get Huggies and then chips and then, like, pretzels. You had full meal. You didn't have to leave.
And king-size candy bars. Yeah. We left with, like, 4 pillowcases full.
And that was our dinner. We're like, we are good. Mom's like, nope. We got our Huggies and our chips. We're good. We're not coming out. We got full drinks and meals.
We'll see you at Christmas.
Bye-bye.
And our candy would last us until Christmas.
Not Grog. Grog. Grog.
Brookmead was my childhood neighborhood.
Yeah, Brookmead was my dad's childhood neighborhood. Which, by the way, if you guys ever... I don't know if I want to say this. I want to talk about our house with the hands.
No, people live there.
Yeah, I don't want to do that one.
But we put in front of our old house, or like our old childhood home, we put our hands in our...
Did Shauna? I did because...
Driveway.
Yeah, we put it on our driveway, but...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cut me off.
Sorry. I was like, we weren't going to talk about it. But that came from my dad, because he put his in his old, garage.
Why did we use pillowcases? Oh, yeah, that's not a normal thing.
Okay, so, look, we would get so much candy that we would take, like, 5 to 10 pillowcases and fill them up.
We used to go, like, with the buckets, and my mom just
wasn't enough.
It just wasn't enough, and my mom didn't want to, like, carry extra buckets.
Yeah, she was like, these buckets are stupid pillowcases.
So she would give us pillowcases, and we would just go with pillowcases.
And I mean, like, giant, like, these big pillowcases.
And most people we know use pillowcases. Like, when we went trick-or-treating, we
because
used pillowcases.
we told everyone at our school, we were like, we use pillowcases, and everyone's like, yes, we're doing pillowcases. And then by the time it was my grade, it was a normal thing to just have pillowcases as your thing, you know?
But also, there was 1 year.
Well, you need pillowcases for your pillows, but for Halloween, just take them off. You got extra pillowcases?
Yeah.
Come on.
There was 1 year where we took extra pillowcases with us, and we would just take the huge bag, because it was like a Santa Claus bag on our back.
Yeah, no,
and stack it in the car, and then take a new pillowcase.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we're not talking about, like, a light, little, tiny,
giant
pillowcase that we were like, all right,
and
moving on.
So
we did
this short. These shorts are this long, and the pillowcase was down to here.
I always use thank you. Look, we did this like this was our job. We were working that night.
I would still do it like
oh,
it's
I
my
know.
job.
We were like, next house, get on it, go. It was
like,
work.
That's the thing that made me upset is when they went trick or treating, they wanted to quit halfway through.
Yeah, we went with the people who was their first Halloween, and Shauna's like, let's go, let's bustle. Say trick or treat, let's go. I was
like, you got me out here pretending to be a kid,
and
so
like
everyone
5
else
houses in, they're like, we got enough candy.
Hey, Riley.
Yes?
Why don't you tell the story about the guys
No.
you tore out?
No. I don't wanna. Anyway, I'll probably get
so
it.
they wanted to like
like 5 houses in, they were like, we're good, and Sean's like, no, you're not.
I'm like, my pillowcase isn't even a quarter of the way full.
You're like, we're going until you can't feel your hands. Let's go. What is your favorite color?
I don't know if I would suggest drinking beer and energy drinks together.
I don't.
I don't know what your usual is. I don't know if this is like typical when you go to Carnival. But I wouldn't suggest that personally. But you have fun. You enjoy yourself, and please be safe.
You want to tell the story about when I told?
No, because I wasn't there. I was trick-or-treating with a Mary Potter.
No.
In a penguin onesie.
This one guy had his house all lit up. It was so pretty. Like, I mean, like, it was lit up. And my parents, it's like the last house, and they were like, go through the yard. Just go through the yard. Because I was very, very, hard on going on the pathway. So it's like, I don't want to go on the grass. I don't want to go on the pathways only. And they were like, cut through the yard. It's the last house. Let's go. I'm like, okay. I get to the house. I do the trick-or-treating thing. And then I go back. And I go to run. And I trip. And I fall. And everything plunges into darkness. Just total darkness. He had it all plugged up into one place by a tree. And I tripped and fell and unplugged it all. And like pulled everything down, basically. It was not good. I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out. He gave me more candy because he felt bad, but I just felt bad. I was like, I'll fix it.
I was like, oh my God, thank you.
I know you're like, I'm crying more now. Get the ones in the back. I see the ones in the back. Get them. And then I was like, I'll put them back. No, you can have my candy. I'm sorry. Like, I felt so embarrassed. My face was bright red. I was crying my eyes out. It was not a good time. I have
hearing about it.
I have extreme social anxiety. So
that
that did not help
make me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
too.
like,
We just roll with it.
Just kind of ignore it.
It happens no matter where you go if you're a female. It's just really well out there right now because of me.
I love McDonald's.
You just gotta roll with it.
The guy would not stop staring. Like, he just kept. I was like, hi, the eye contact. And he was talking to his friend. He's like, I got a girl for you. I see a couple girls for you. I'm like,
you know
I want to go away.
You know how many times when I worked as a barista and we had to let people go into the employee place, like if they were an employee, because
people were following.
Because people were following them, and they worked in retail, and they were like, please, can I just use like your back room so like I can just like
I just
get
need
this
a hide
guy off of me? And I'm like, yeah, because otherwise they're just gonna stalk you in your section all day, and then stalk you on the way out. It's unfortunate.
How old are we?
I am 23 years old.
I'm 19. I got it right.
Yep, that's how it works.
We don't know when season 3 will be out. When we get signed for season 3, we'll tell y'all.
Yeah.
You guys gotta let TLC know that you really like us.
I've heard of squirrels being pets. Not gonna lie, Ryan.
I do too.
Yeah. I don't think it's a New York
I
thing.
want a
I
squirrel.
also don't think New York squirrels should be pets.
No.
They are rabid.
Our crew member tried befriending a squirrel.
We were filming something that never made it to final TV.
It was almost like a social experiment.
Yeah, they wanted to see if someone was going to treat me like a child, so I had to sit there.
So in New York City, we just put Shauna on a bench.
Yeah.
And just left her there.
Yeah.
And we're filming her from afar.
And from afar, all I see is my one film crew member trying to feed a squirrel.
And I'm just off here. I'm watching him.
And
he was eating his trail mix, and then he was like, and he tossed some, and he was like, now for my hand. I was like, don't do it.
He's gonna get bit.
And we're all supposed to be paying attention to Shauna, but nothing's happening.
But it's okay because I'm paying attention.
And Shauna's just watching us too, and so we're like, you know what? Nothing's really. And so we're all just watching him, and he's like, you will be my friend. And we're like, you don't want to do that. He's like, I want to do this. You will be my friend. I'm like, don't do this. And he's like, it's gonna do it. And he was feeding it for a while, and then eventually he tries to hand feed it, and it just straight up bites him. He goes, ah! And you're like, I told you. He's like, why won't it be my friend? I'm like, because it is a New York squirrel. It's not afraid of you. It's not afraid of me. It's not afraid of the street rats. It's afraid of nothing. And it probably has so many diseases.
I hope he got checked.
Well, he's like, it didn't break the skin though, so he's still my friend, and went back to feed it again. And you're like, no. And I went to his dad, because his dad's on the ground. I went, get your boy. And he's like, that's not my boy. He's not coming home with me. He just got bit by a squirrel. No.
So funny.
No. I have photos of that.
I know someone who had a pet skunk. They found a bunch of baby skunks on the side of the road, so they actually kept them all. I think they got them descented.
Yeah, you get the glands taken out.
Yeah, which is a thing for rabbits, ferrets.
Yeah, which is kind of okay because it's only a.
There's certain ones you shouldn't remove.
Yeah.
And it's like a cat. You should only remove its
has
front
rabies
paws
now.
and not its back paw claws, because if it gets out, God forbid something happen, it still can defend itself. So you only do semi. But with a skunk, I think you can take the scent glands without taking all of its defense.
Someone said, "Oh man, New York squirrels eat 4 rats for breakfast." That's what I'm like. I'm like, if it's not scared of the New York rats, you're scared of it. All right, because those rats aren't scared of anything either, except for the squirrels.
It's like they have a little feud going on. It's like the hornets.
This is a weird live. We're in a weird mood. I've been on a ranting story.
But it's like the hornets and the squirrels from the It Takes Two game. They're just at war for no reason.
I hope he got checked. He seems to be doing fine. He did change his Instagram profile to something really weird, and I'm kind of concerned about him.
But he came back for the second season. That was season 1 we filmed.
Oh yeah, that was season. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been a year.
Yeah, you can own a sloth, but you have to get it declawed, which is extremely painful for them. No,
there is no OF. There won't be. Have fun.
A girl asked me that the other day. A girl my age, and I was like, really?
I've had a bunch of females ask me that, and I'm like,
Which, I'm gonna be honest, there is nothing wrong with people on it.
No.
I met somebody at Disney who she came up to me, she's like, I love your hair. And then her husband was like, she's famous, and she likes your hair. And she was really nice. The husband was just very proud of her. He's like, you should see the work she does.
There's nothing against it. It's just
and she's so nice, and she's so funny.
I just hate that we automatically demand kind of a female in the limelight of any sense have one.
Yeah, you're like, you exist? Can
I
pay for it?
Whether it be for bikini photos, whether it be for feet photos, whether it be for hand photos, whether it be for ear photos, whether it just be for all those kind of photos.
Here's the thing, we don't care if it's a joke or not. It's not funny.
That's
what we're saying.
Because, yeah, unless you're gonna do it, see?
Yeah, you're the people.
You're sexualizing us for no reason when we're just here to entertain people and not that way.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If a guy goes on, you don't automatically go OnlyFans.
I know there's plenty of guys that are good looking or well looking in people's opinions and they get asked for it, but it's not the first thing out of their mouth. It's not the first thing you comment. It's not the first thought out of your head.
But let's go back to actresses getting asked questions versus actors getting asked questions.
Let's go Scarlett Johansson. Like,
what did you eat to fit into the catsuit? Were you wearing any underwear?
What did you wear under your Black Widow costume?
Why do I get the rabbit food question and you guys get the actual personality ones?
Did you have to wear a thong or did you wear underwear? Like, what color was it?
Like, come on. I feel like girls have put up a fight about this enough that y'all should really get it.
Yeah, and unfortunately it is.
Alright, again, you're going like, take a joke. If it's not funny, it's not a joke, is it?
No one's laughing. No one's in the comments laughing. No one's going, oh my god.
Actually, people were complaining about people like you, actually, in the comments. So you're not even...
And half of my comments are stuff like this. And I delete it because it makes me uncomfortable. It makes my fan base uncomfortable. It makes my family uncomfortable. Because I'm not involved in that. And if I was involved in that, fine. I don't care. I'm putting it out there. But I'm not. And it's not necessary of a woman to put it out there. Just because she puts herself on a platform in some sense, it is not necessary for you to automatically sexualize her. Yeah. It is not okay for that to continue to happen to women countless times. Most women say they've given up the fight and that they don't want to continue fighting and they'll just separate and be with other women and themselves for the rest of their life. I say screw that. You guys need to learn some lessons. And you need to change your attitude or else everyone's going to be alone because you can't be open-minded.
Also,
women are not objects. Yeah. They're not here for your entertainment. We are here just like any other male species person is here. We are here to get our life done, whether you're involved in it or not.
Nor should we have to do anything to earn your respect, just as you don't have to do anything. We shouldn't have to do anything. People should be very equal on that. And I see that you're still trying to comment, which is kind of dumb because everyone else is agreeing with us. So it's like, meh, who was right?
See,
probably the majority wins.
You said I didn't know you was a feminist. There's nothing wrong with wanting equality for humans.
Also, you say that like it's a bad thing, and like a girl wouldn't automatically be, yeah, we should be equal.
Like,
you know?
We get 60 cents to your dollar.
How
is that fair? I put in the same amount of effort as you. I might actually put more effort in because I'm exerting my body at the same space as you, as a probably 5-foot male, which is higher than me. Also, I'm using more muscles. I'm exerting my organs and my body more than you, but I get paid less than you.
Also, we work while we're on our period, which I know. Oh, it's a monthly thing. You should get used to it. Here's the thing. There was a thing called guy birth control. It was tested on men for a short period of time. It was deemed inhumane. You want to know what the side effects were? Cramping, hormonal changes, nausea,
dizziness,
joint pain, dizziness, fatigue, just basically anything that a period is, and it was deemed inhumane and the guys couldn't handle it. So,
and I also don't see a lot of men going through like a monthly battle. And
anyway, we work through that, and then we still get paid less than a guy who is going on a power struggle with his own testosterone.
Oh, hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
But, like, there's nothing wrong with asking for equality. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm a feminist.
See, now he's trying to hate on how you look, even though what was he just asking for?
Your face is male birth control.
He was just asking for your OnlyFans.
Yeah, your attitude.
No, this is another thing that guys do. The second that they get shut down, they immediately go and try to diss you and go, well, you're ugly anyways. That doesn't mean anything. You still tried to hit on us.
Yeah.
And then when we shut you down, you got upset because of rejection.
Yeah. It's not my fault.
You know what happens when girls get rejected? We just go,
okay.
We move on.
Yeah. We
if a guy gets rejected,
get upset, but
they might get violent.
Yeah. You know what the biggest fear of a female going on a date is? Dying. You know what a male's biggest fear is? Rejection. Why is that so unequal?
Even if he was talking about me, doesn't matter.
Is it feminism because I'm asking for when I go on a first date for me not to die? Is that feminism? Because I don't think it is. I think
or not to get assaulted.
Equality. Yeah.
Or to actually be treated right and for that to not then be expected for you to owe them something.
That, hey, I don't want to go any further, for him not to throw a baby fit. For him not to...
Do you know how many videos
call me every name in the book
are on TikTok right now with it goes going on dates with that nice guy? Where he's like, you're having a good time, right? Oh, she'll eat this. She'll have this. I opened the door for her. Now she should automatically go to my bed with me.
I've dated guys like that. I've dated guys that have demanded the OF of me, and then if I don't put up what they want, they get mad. And then I am disgusting. I am not what they want. I'm a waste of their time. And I'm sorry, but I'm sick of it. So I'm going to sit here and wait for a nice guy, and you can keep being nasty.
Oh, he was just telling her to open the DMs? All right, we'll share his DMs for you.
That's why I'm single. No, I'm single because I want to be single.
And then if he's talking to me, I'm not single.
If I want to be single, I'll be single because I do things for me.
Yeah. And if he is talking to me, I am in a relationship, and even if I wasn't, doesn't matter, because guess what? There's still people that actually care and are actually decent human beings. And that's who we want. Not somebody who has a personality that's a copy of Andrew Tate. We don't want that. Nobody, no female wants that.
But anyway, we're going to move on and make the last 10 minutes of this live positive because you've taken up way more of my time.
But I like having this topic.
It's incredibly necessary because men or humans like this do exist, and it's unfortunate that in 2023 we still think like this. And it's unfortunate that there's a lot of females out there that think it's okay to be treated like this, because it is not okay. Your thoughts mean something. You are valuable. You should be entitled. You should love yourself.
And my dad raised us better than this, and that's why he also just, was commenting back to you. Because if he had an issue with it, he would tell us.
We do have a Twitch. We're going to start streaming The Last of Us on it. We've played it before. We played the second one, but we want to play it again because the show is out, and we know a lot of people haven't seen the game. And I think it's so important to watch the gameplay.
Well, also, the game and the movie the show are so much alike sometimes.
They're
it's actually
so alike,
crazy.
But they're actually, very different
at one point, Ryan was playing the game, and he was like, he went, I thought that was the movie. I thought that was the show. I thought that was the show. And I was like, no, that's the game. And then it happened vice versa, where he's like, was watching the show, and he's like, that's not the game.
So we want to play that. I think we're honestly either going to start it this week or Sunday. It's dependent on her, honestly, because she gets motion sickness. 1, 2.
That game's a little rough. If you guys get motion sick, that's all I will say is, yes, Ryan, you do gotta finish it. But if you do get motion sick, it is a little rough. The motion blur has always been something that you can't really take off, I found. That was something I found when watching the game, is I think PewDiePie struggling with trying to take that motion blur off. So that was something I knew from the get-go.
Yeah.
So just a warning.
We're going to play that, and then we're going to finish playing where we're going to start over. We're going to play the quarry, and then I want to do it until dawn. And then once we get our switches, set up kind of to it, we want to play a couple games. We have Cooking Simulator, we have Thief Simulator, I have a couple horror games on Switch that I
There's the door! Ryan said it! Yep, there's the door! You know it's a good stream when Ryan says there's a door.
Yep.
I love it when he does it.
Well, here's the thing. All that's happened is I've recognized his or memorized his username, so he will get restricted.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we were talking about, the new Hogwarts game. I know a lot of people were talking about the controversy about supporting Hogwarts Legacy, but from my knowledge, actually, she's not anywhere to do with it.
That's the thing. When something's going into gaming, it does get diluted a little.
Well, here's the thing. She signed her brand to them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with us with I Am Shauna Rae.
Yeah,
we can't use I Am Shauna Rae.
Also, if, like, any company...
We do play Minecraft.
Once you sell the rights, you've made the money.
Which is why the story is also completely different. It's set, like 100 years in the past, so before Harry Potter.
That's kind of cool.
So the story is, like, completely different.
So you're not playing as Harry?
No, you're not playing as Harry. You're not playing as... Nobody...
Cool. He always kind of bugged me.
Yeah. There's nobody that's actually even, like... Dumbledore's not in it. You know, you see a Weasley, but it's nobody that you know. You see a Sirius, but it's nobody that you know. But J.K. Rowling doesn't have any say in the game, doesn't have any voice in the game, it seems. You can pick a female body and pick that you are a wizard and change your voice to match and be male, even though it's a female body presenting.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, you can do anything. There's also a character that me and Ryan are very convinced is trans, and their name starts with
So they literally
trans.
said...
Yeah, no, they said everything is... She's out. Yeah. So if anything, I found that the game is very much more pro-LGBT than anti, including pro-trans than anti. Because I know before the series did have gay characters, it was just anti-trans, and that was the main thing. But it seems to be... Very, what?
No, there'd be a Shauna Rae game. Probably not. No.
Probably.
This is, like, legit my life.
Yeah.
You want to play a game?
I don't even know how that would be.
About my life? No, thank you.
But yeah, any character, like, you can pick a male character and put a female voice in it. Like, you can put a male body and female. So it seems to be very, very much... Are you talking about the bartender? I am talking about the bartender. I'm convinced. And I'm here for it. Because she's great. She is. But, they very much said, screw you, J.K. Rowling. So I think it's very much pro that than against.
Someone asked us what we thought about the Super Bowl. Rihanna was very pregnant.
Rihanna was very pregnant. I was
very surprised that she could move that much very pregnant, because that baby is on her hips. She is a very well dancer. We all know this. But unfortunately, it didn't even seem like she could move her hips. But I think she did as amazing as she could. I don't know how proud she is of herself, but I hope she's really proud of herself. And I know that she is somewhat controversial right now because of it, but, you know, I think
we're gonna talk about
what
this.
she decides to support is her decision.
We're not going to give J.K. Rowling a break. She knew that was a queer safe space, and she deliberately spat in people's faces by saying, no, I'm anti that part. We're not going to give her a break for that. Especially because Harry Potter was such a safe space for anybody in the LGBT community. It was...
That would be like Judy Garland coming out.
And being like, I'm against everything.
Yeah.
You're like, no, like, somewhere over the rainbow. It'd be like RuPaul coming out and going, actually, I'm against lesbians. And you're like, why? Why just them? It'd be horrible. But,
no,
she said that she was very anti-trans, and she's like, I do not support, none of my characters support, and we're like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that to us.
She stripped the world off.
And Dumbledore was gay, so you're like, you like LGBT, but you don't like that, so you decided to be grown.
There is a lack of understanding sometimes when it comes to the LGBT community, and I wish that the people that were anti or viewed it as something that it's not were open to, like, discussing it, because I feel like if we were open to having these discussions, we'd have less discrimination, we'd have less segregation, and we'd have less confusion and more understanding of people, and people wouldn't have to label themselves as much.
Yeah, kind of like when Jeffree Star says they, them pronouns aren't real. It's just, like, automatically, like,
what?
Why? Because you're saying you're a safe space for that community, and you're gonna say you're a safe space for a community, be a safe space for the whole community, not a part of the community.
That would be like me saying, like, I support dwarfism, but I don't support achondroplasia. Like, no.
It would just be so stupid.
Like, that would be so wrong. That's segregation within a segregated community already, and it's gonna cause more internal
nobody's
issues
gonna give her a break. No one's ever gonna give her a break from this, because she went out of her way for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, it was years after, so she knew it was a space. There was just no reason for it, and she did it anyway.
Segregated my noodles from spaghetti sauce. That's a decent segregation. The only acceptable kind is within food.
We're gonna talk about Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is his own thing, and who's the other one? Who's the other makeup guy? They're both.
I don't know. I'm not a makeup guru person.
It wasn't really mutual friends. Someone asked how me and Ryan met, and he said mutual friends.
You liar.
No, it wasn't. The story is I saw a photo of him lightsaber dueling, and I slid up on Snapchat and went, that guy, I have a better lightsaber than him. And then they went, okay. And I was talking to him, and I was like, hey, I got a better lightsaber than you. Because I'm feisty. And he went, no, you don't. And I went, I do. And now we've come to the conclusion, I do.
Yeah, you paid a lot of money for it. If you didn't, I would be really mad.
Yeah. But so yeah, that is how we met. And then we went then we went on our first date to mini golf. And since then it's been great. But I don't think he has any real issues with me being on TV. I think he just thinks it's very strange that a lot of people have opinions on me.
That don't even know you.
And then he's found out that some of his family has watched the show and are fans, and I have met said family and friends. Yeah, he didn't even know about it, which was very important for me.
Riley has Leia's saber.
Yeah, I have Leia's. I wanted,
the purple one. So, what's his name? Character.
I forget it.
What is his character? What's his
Dad.
name?
What's the purple lightsaber? Help.
Samuel L. Jackson. Right? He plays him, right?
Yeah.
Who does Samuel L. Jackson play in Star Wars? That guy.
No. Mace Windu? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, he didn't even know about the show, and that was very. Thank you, Ryan. You were very late to that. But he watches the show now, actually. So he
Weird.
does. He watched it every single time it aired.
Weird.
'Cause he said he wanted to support me, which is very cute and sweet.
One time he was here.
Yeah, one time he watched it with us.
Yeah.
Which there's a funny story for that, but we can't tell it. It's more of a family story.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. I can't wait till I can tell it.
Is it?
We're all gonna laugh.
Is it?
Yes.
Am I gonna laugh?
You laugh at it now. You laughed at it when I said it to the man. I'm a trans female. You inspire me. That's so sweet.
That's very nice.
That's very cute.
I like how they say hi, chicas, instead of
I
hola.
know.
Hola, chicas.
And yeah, hi, chicas. Hola, chicas.
Where's Chica? We have a dog named Chica.
That's why he has purple. Look, I didn't say I didn't want a dark side. We were very tempted to get the saber sword too, but the one that I wanted the raised sheath for the things, so I wanted it to fit in that.
We are gonna end the live in probably max 2 or so minutes. We've gone over just a bit, and Riley just keeps.
His purple because Samuel L. Jackson wanted to be cool.
Ranting.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason too. He also carved in his lightsaber a curse word on a Disney movie. That's great. We love that.
Have I ever been to the UK? No. Mark has. Mark actually lived in the UK. Riley has not.
I've never left America.
Riley's never had a passport.
No. All of our dogs are from Canada, though. Except for the babies.
Yes, they were born in this house.
But they're from Canada, technically.
I would consider being on a podcast. I think I've actually did an interview for someone that was on a podcast. I think I've done a couple interviews.
Dad does once, Sly talking on... I really just remembered the Sly talking part.
Yeah, I'm brain farting
Dad.
on the name. I at them every time.
I know.
Yeah.
Radio Labyrinth. That's why I wanted to say Labyrinth. Radio Labyrinth.
It's Radio Labyrinth. I was like, it's Labyrinth.
Dad is on Radio Labyrinth doing Sly Talking most of the time with doing his
Radio Labyrinth podcast.
Yes.
Radio Labyrinth podcast.
A new one comes out every Saturday.
Even
A new one comes. Yeah, I know he knows. A new one comes out every Saturday.
Yeah, Mark does Sly Talk.
So if you like his Sylvester Stallone impression, you can hear more of that on Sly Talking.
How do I buy alcohol? I'm using ID. It gets checked.
Cassie's doing.
Shh. You do not read that out loud.
I want to go.
No, you invaded my privacy.
I want to go.
And read my text.
I want to go, and if I go, I might get something. Ryan.
Anyway, what was I saying?
I'm reading again. Oh no.
Issues. The issues of having a sibling.
We know everything.
We're gonna end this live because she's just gonna keep reading my texts that are coming in.
Bye-bye.
Have an amazing day. Stay positive, and to any of the haters out there, you
stay gay, babe.
have a lovely